After a patient fights off cancer, the struggle goes on. Many need a long time to recuperate financially and physically. One local organization takes breast cancer survivors on fly fishing retreats as part of that healing process. Our Amanda Kinseth is live this morning in Little River at Casting Carolinas with more. Good morning.
Good morning. That's right. Yeah, breast cancer, any type of cancer.
That's correct.
Anyone can come
Correct.
to this retreat. A great thing that you do.
Yes.
And you don't have to know how to fly fish either.
No.
But that's what it's all about.
That's what we'll teach you. We'll show you how to do it. Some ladies become totally hooked on it. Other ladies enjoy it for the day, and that's all that's all we ask of them. Just enjoy it for the day.
Right.
So,
And it's more about meeting
coming together.
others. Yes.
It's about coming together, having a good time, taking your mind off of the humdrum of everyday life and of the diagnosis, whether it be a new one, an old one, whether you're out of treatment or still in treatment, whether you're done with your surgeries or facing more surgeries. You know, it's just a time to come together and have a lot of fun. We kind of introduced to them a concept we've developed called flow, where you just kind of find your breath, you take a deep breath, you know, look inside, observe what's going on, and then wonder what you can do next. And in that wondering, you know, we teach them some basic skills, and hopefully they'll have a good time.
That's right. It's all, you know, we always forget to take a breath, but that's
Yes.
what it's all about. And
Yes.
there's so many people that there's a new location, and we'll talk more about that in a bit. Matt?
Sounds good. Thank you, Amanda. Women can now sign up for those retreats in March in South Carolina and April in North Carolina. You can sign up or learn more by going to castingcarolinas.com. Pat Lautner there says the retreats are for any women with any type of cancer or in any stage. It doesn't matter if they're in treatment now or have been out of treatment for years. After a patient fights off cancer, many need a long time to financially and physically recover. One local organization takes breast cancer survivors on fly fishing retreats as a part of that healing process. Our Amanda Kinseth is live this morning in Little River at Casting Carolinas to explain. Good morning.
Good morning. That's right. Yeah, you know, and it's not just about the fly fishing. It's about the camaraderie, meeting other people,
Yes.
kind of, you know, talking and getting through some of the emotions that are going
Yes.
on.
There's a lot, and sometimes it's kind of hidden underneath the surface. People don't think about it. Any person who has gone through any kind of severe illness, whether it be cancer, accidents, or whatever, a lot of times they experience a post-traumatic stress disorder, and they probably don't even realize it. You know, you can have the inability to sleep, the flashbacks, you know, the nightmares, the irritability, and we try to kind of present that so that this flow pattern, it's like this is how you can maybe get over those certain moments of it. And as we do that, you know, we distract them with fun kinds of things. You know, the first thing we do when they come to a retreat is we get them outfitted in boots and waders. And then they have a little fashion show. So
Ooh!
these would be a typical pair of waders. They're chest waders. So we'd get them, you know, we know their boot size and their pant size before they come. They fill that out. But they get a nice pair of boots, or a nice pair of waders, and we have you know, our nice pair of boots that they get to try on, and they take these back to their cabins. And Sunday morning they have to come to breakfast dinner. They don't have to, but we recommend they come to breakfast in their boots and waders, and they do the little modeling show for us. You know, so it's a lot of fun like that. You know, we try to make it really lighthearted and like I said, fun, and you know, they enjoy it. They get a kick out of that.
And you've been doing this in North Carolina, but now there's been so much interest that you're starting one in South Carolina.
Well, Casting Carolinas is for women in North and South Carolina, and we found a really nice place, St. Christopher's Conference Center on Johns Island, just south of Charleston, and we're having a retreat there this spring in March. Let me look. There's several dates. March is 15th to the 17th.
Okay.
And we're taking applications for that. So that's where we are right now.
Great. We'll post up all the information on how you can apply or let somebody else know.
Thank you, Amanda. And they are signing women up now for retreats happening in March in South Carolina and April in North Carolina. You can learn much more by going to castingcarolinas.com. After a patient fights off cancer, the struggle goes on. Many need a long time to recuperate, both financially and physically. One local organization takes breast cancer survivors on fly fishing retreats as a part of that healing process. Amanda Kinseth live this morning in Little River at Casting Carolinas with more. Good morning, Amanda.
Good morning, that's right. Yeah, it's been going on in North Carolina and exciting this year, and new is coming to South Carolina as well. As a matter of fact, you're headed down to Charleston today to look for some guides.
Absolutely. We're running a South Carolina retreat this year down at St. John's Island on the 15th through the 17th. So we're looking for any fly fishermen down in the Charleston area that might want to come out and help be guest guides for the ladies.
Right. And talk about the experience. I mean, you're out there and you're seeing all these ladies who come and they probably don't know a thing about fly fishing, and that's okay.
Well, it's a lot of fun. One, it's a new skill that they've learned. Two, they've obviously had a great time at the retreat because there's bonding that you can see going on. But on that day that we take them fishing, they really light up. You know, it's... as they said when I first started, you are their very own guide. For that day, you are there for them. We get them out on the water. As you said, there's a learning curve. We like to see what they've been able to learn in the days prior. But it's not all about the fish. Part of it is the restorative part about just being in moving water or being on a lake or the ocean. And then working with the ladies as much as they want to do, as much as they can do. Sometimes they open up and they tell their stories. Sometimes they just are laser focused on the fishing. But it's been a real rewarding experience for me on the last 3 times that I've done it, and I'm looking forward to doing it again.
Right, and you know, there's so many pent-up emotions that a lot of people feel, and for them to be able to be around other people who have gone through similar situations, and then like you said, being out on the water, I mean, that's always just a nice, calming way.
Well, it is, and again, it takes their mind off of what they're doing and focuses on something else. Again, it's the new skill. It's the environment. I always have the ladies stop and just sort of take it in, you know, hold the rod down a little bit, look up their surroundings, because how bad is it?
Yeah.
They're out fishing.
That's an important lesson for everyone. Matt?
Thank you, Amanda. And they are having women sign up now for retreats happening in March in South Carolina as well as April in North Carolina. Viewers can sign up or learn much more by going to castingcarolinas.com. Welcome back. After a patient fights off cancer, many need a long time to financially and physically recover. One local organization takes breast cancer survivors on fly fishing retreats as a part of that healing process. Amanda Kinseth is live for us this morning in Little River at Casting Carolinas with more. Good morning.
Good morning, that's right. Yeah, and new this year, a location in South Carolina is coming up in March, and this is really just a great healing experience.
You know, we find the water to be a very healing experience. We find the fact that these women come together and they can just really open up among themselves, share their stories, share their trials, and share the joy of just being together trying a new experience. They develop this bond, this little bit of a friendship. We have a website that we invite the women into after this. It's called the Casting Carolina Sisterhoods. So, you know, they can stay in touch with each other. Sometimes they go on different excursions together. A lot of the women, especially up in North Carolina, get together and go fishing. A group of us got together here a couple of summers ago in South Carolina and took a charter boat out and went fishing. So it gives them an opportunity to, you know, continue this friendship that they developed and continue this experience of being with a group of cancer survivors and continuing their sharing story, you know, because some of these women are still in treatment. Some of them are still facing surgeries. And it's a good support group. You know, they can call on each other in time of need and say, hey, you know, I got to go back and I have to have this done, or I have to go back and I'm starting on a new chemo drug or something, and it's like, oh yeah, I was on that, but it won't be, you know, you should be all right.
Right.
So, you know, but you know, it's just a great group. You know, it's a great organization, and I'm very proud to be part of it. And I like the fact that I can pay it forward.
Well, you yourself are a cancer survivor,
yes,
so you know how rewarding this trip is. And ladies, you're invited to go online and sign up. Matt?
Thank you.
That's right. Thank you, Amanda. And they are signing women up right now for retreats happening in March in South Carolina and April in North Carolina. To find out more information, just go to castingcarolinas.com.